Hello there, this is Nikolai, the manga boomer.
And I am Kai, the anime zoomer. And this is our podcast, Anime Zoomer.
And manga boomer. Hello there. In today's episode, we will talk about social media and the anime manga world. First, we will talk about the social media which we use to make our perspectives clear. Then, we will talk about how and why we use social media for anime or manga. Then, Kai, how do you use social media in general? And what social media do you use?
I mostly use Instagram because for me, Instagram is the OG platform to see pictures or reels. Yeah, it's nostalgia reasons. Sometimes only once a week or maybe less. I use TikTok even though. But yeah. Mm. I use it for entertainment purposes.
For scrolling.
Like, yeah, when I'm bored, then I'm scrolling through social media. So, what about you, Nikolai?
I am still sometimes using the real OG platform for social media, my son. It's Facebook. That's the OG one. And I'm mostly using YouTube, Twitter, or X, like cool young guys say, in Facebook. But Facebook and X just for gathering information. For example, about football, when Fabrizio Romano tweets something related to transfers.
Okay, I get it. You're a boomer.
Yes, I'm old and you are younger.
Yes.
I technically have an Instagram account, but I only posted 2 pictures, and then I lost the mail to which the account was connected because it got hacked. So happens.
Yeah.
And when I'm on YouTube, I like to watch long-term content. So some essays which are 50-minute plus where a dude is talking about an interesting topic. That's my kind of content. So basically the opposite from your reels.
Yeah. I don't
Do
like
you
to.
think social media is a positive thing or a negative thing in general,
Uh,
not for our niche?
mm, it's very complicated. It's a very complicated topic to be honest, because at one point it's good for entertainment purposes, but for another point it's just brain rot, and our next generation is getting
They are doomed.
brain rot because of that.
Yes.
So,
So, social media is really useful to gather some information. For example, with football, with transfers, or you can read something online and you have entertainment, like you said, but you can get lost in the brain rot for especially teenagers when they are posting stuff, when they only care about likes, they can get depressed easier through social media. Cyberbullying
mm,
is a thing, for example.
yeah.
So it has its positive and its negative things.
Mm. Also, another negative point is that there's a lot of fake news on there.
Yes,
You always have to check if whether a news is true or fake.
yes. But fake news are funny on one day, on April Fool's. That's a funny day to be on social media.
Uh, I think it's just bullshit posted on April 1st.
It's funny. For me at least. Maybe I'm just the old guy.
I think so. So, where's your touching points to anime when you use social media?
Most of the time I use social media for recommendations. Because I read most of my manga physically, I'm always researching if a manga is good, what's the plot synopsis, how other people liked it. I have a few creators who have a similar taste to me, And when I see that those guys like a series, then it's on my radar and I will look into it, if it's something for me or not. Plus, I
Hmm.
like to watch the manga collection from other people for inspiration, how to set up your collection
Ah,
and
okay.
how it looks on the shelf when you have a full series. It's kind of
Yeah,
impressive to see a full set of One Piece, for example, on in one shelf.
true. Yeah. One day I will have One Piece completed.
I don't have it completed even because it's too expensive.
Yeah. But maybe one day
It's like
I can.
$700 or 800.
Yeah.
I could buy new series for that. That's the problem. But
If
maybe
I
one day.
if I invest right in the stock market, I will get rich.
Or you can buy that, or you could buy them used.
Yeah.
Because buying
But
manga used is, at most of the time, really good.
so for me, when I want scroll some reels, there's my algorithm is memes and I don't know, some weird shit that I don't know that I skip and anime. Like almost every third or fourth reel is something anime related. So when I see a good anime and I think, yeah, it looks nice, then I will get it on my list.
My recommendations are mostly football, anime, the Hoyoverse games, and manga.
Yeah,
Plus,
football is
plus German beef content. But that's not relevant.
yeah, football is on my page too, but only a little.
Just a little.
Yes, I don't know why, just a little.
Yes. I also like to watch social media for entertainment. In terms of when it's connected with the anime topic. That was hard to say. Some, somehow. For example, I like to watch some summaries which are funny and with some memes. I think you know which creator I mean.
Yes, definitely.
Such videos are nice. Or in general, some funny memes or some jokes about it.
I also enjoyed the classic anime in minutes from Gigak.
Yes.
He made he introduced me to ReZero, to Darling in the Franxx.
I like in general the Trash Taste Boys when they're doing anime stuff.
I only know Gigak of them. Yeah.
Trash Taste is a really good podcast. I mean, it's the best podcast. We should definitely get some inspiration from it.
After Us, you mean?
They have 3
Yeah.
hentai episodes. We have 0.
So we should definitely make some.
Do you
Only
listen
for the
to
cultured one, of course.
Yes? Do you listen in general to podcasts related to anime or manga?
Nope, I don't like podcasts at all. I don't listen to any podcast.
But you're making one. I see.
Yes. So I am definitely, I have less knowledge than you about podcasts, to
I
be
don't.
honest.
I'm not listening to too much podcasts as well. I
But
have
you listen
two.
to some.
Yes, I have 2 German ones, and Trash Taste but not every episode. I
So
think
yeah,
listening to podcasts is just nice when you want to listen to something and not do your stuff in silence because
then
you
I,
don't need to watch. You can just listen.
yeah, but then you can listen to music.
I don't listen to music. That's the problem.
Ah, I don't listen to podcasts and he doesn't listen to music.
Yes, we are strange people.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that social media is good for you. Listening to OSTs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you often watch clips on social media from your favorite shows, or
If they are getting on my For You page, then I watch them, of course.
yes, for me as well. If I have a hype clip, for example, from One Piece, and the animation is really good, or sometimes I listen to OSTs as well. It's not like I don't listen to music at all, but very rarely.
Mm.
For example, when Chainsaw Man and Oshinoko, when the openings were new, I listened to them frequently when they
They were
were
such
recommended to me.
they were bangers.
Yes.
They are still bangers, of course. Yeah, but I have to rant about one specific community, and I think you know which one when it comes to social media.
Your favorite?
No, not my favorite.
Ich thought my hero community was your favorite.
No, I am talking about a different community.
Aha.
You know why? Spoilers. Spoilers.
Yes.
Dude, this community is so annoying. A new chapter is released, and the next day my For You page is full with spoilers, and I know every detail of the new chapter.
Yes, but that's not an anime and manga only problem.
But
That's
it's clearly stronger in Jujutsu Kaisen than any
yes.
anime or manga. This community is fucking spoil Kaisen.
I think the problem with it is, for example, in One Piece, we both read spoilers, but we actively search those spoilers. We make the decision that we want to get spoiled.
Yeah,
And for Jujutsu Kaisen, they are on the thumbnail, on the title, everywhere. We don't have a chance to dodge them. It's not possible. It's
yeah,
just like we are in a domain expansion, infinite spoilers. The spoilers are always hitting.
yes. They haven't actually
100%
hit effect.
accuracy. That's the
I-
problem.
That's one thing I don't like about the JJK community.
Yes.
Everything is full with spoilers.
For example, I read the manga physically. I'm in volume 23 or 22. The stuff before the Sukuna Gojo fight. But I know every detail of this fight. I did not seek the spoilers actively. It just happened that I saw the spoilers.
Mm,
And then
yeah.
after that, oh, Sukuna is fighting this guy. Oh, this guy is dead. Oh, this guy is lost. And Sukuna beat 10 people in a row.
I
Thanks. I did not
I
want to know that.
remember I remember when I read the last chapter, and the next day I saw spoilers for the next chapter,
Yes.
and I was like, "Bro, how you how you do this?"
Hmm.
I saw Nobara.
Yes. I got spoiled for that as well.
Dude, even though I wasn't searching for it.
It was just in a random YouTube thumbnail for me on my recommended page from a guy who I've never watched once before.
Ah,
So, where is the counter?
it's a L plus ratio for us, I guess.
Yes.
Mm. You can't dodge spoilers. It's insane about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes. But I think spoilers is in general a problem with social media. For
Mm,
example, did you watch Game of Thrones?
no.
I have not. Because I got spoiled every important plot point as well. And then I had no
Ah,
drive and did not want to watch the show. Oh, my Windows was making a sound. Oops.
mm,
It's just, it's not cool when you get spoiled when you don't want to be spoiled.
yeah.
For example, House of the Dragon, a spin off, I could fully enjoy it because I'm not getting spoiled. Is I know one thing because some colleagues in uni were talking about it, but they were talking in person about it. What happens?
Mm,
It's just bad to get spoiled.
definitely.
So, I have another point that I don't like about social media.
Yeah.
It's the blind following of something. Or you can call it ape brain, ape together strong. For example, you have a certain big influencer who is saying, this series is the best anime ever. And now in every comment section, there are at least 1,000 people who are saying, yes, this show is good, it's the best. And when you're asking why it's the best, they say, it's just good. I hate it when people say that they like something, but they can't say why they like something.
Mm,
When they are
yeah.
just liking something because, oh, this popular YouTuber said it's the best.
I definitely can agree with that. So you can also take the opposite of that. If a YouTuber says he doesn't like an anime, and
Yes, the classical slant.
so other people get on it and say, yeah, the anime is shit.
Good example is Boruto. Even though it's bad, but Boruto is getting always slandered.
Yeah, I have seen a little bit of scenes and I can understand that.
JJK is getting slandered as well right now.
Yeah, yeah.
The Demon Slayer manga was getting slandered when it was popular.
Hmm.
Another point which is connected with this is popularity in general. Do you think it's good when something gets popular, or do you think it's bad?
It's definitely good for some reasons because if it's if it gets a lot of views, then it's guaranteed or almost guaranteed to get a second season.
Yes.
But yeah,
The fan base
then
is
there's
filled with idiots.
yeah, that's a bad thing. So it's kind of
Mixed.
a balance of the.
For example, even though I don't like Demon Slayer because there are better shows which would have been way better with this amount of resources, but I can still thank Demon Slayer for bringing a lot of new people into the scene.
Definitely.
Plus, we have a
Because
show where all the dumb people are gathering around. That's good as well.
now they're getting to some other good shows which they destroy then with their ape brains and zero knowledge.
Ape together strong.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is being targeted by those now.
Is Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if it's real, but I saw a poll of most Twitter stuff from this year. And the Gojo Sukuna thing, also it's Joe over or it's Gojo over, was in the top 10. It was really
Mm,
popular this year.
yeah,
I have a final question regarding popularity for you. Do you
let me
think
hear it.
do you think anime is mainstream now? Or is it not mainstream?
Mm,
Because I think if you compare it with the times for when we were young, especially when I were young, for like 15 years ago, 10 years ago, I think anime is kind of mainstream right now.
mm, definitely. Anime had a big boom since COVID.
It's because when we were young and when we were in school, we would get ridiculed when we are watching
Yeah.
animes. Oh, that are kids'
Mm,
cartoons. Oh, that is porn. And nowadays, it's normal when you're watching anime with your friends.
definitely. It's
Even though some people who have never watched an anime are asking me, "Oh, this Jujutsu Kaisen show. I heard a lot about it. Do you want to watch it? Because I know you like anime."
yeah, social media had a big role in that
Yes,
too. I was watching anime before the whole hype started. Luckily.
me obviously as well. Plus, a lot of
Um,
famous people are saying that they are watching anime right now.
Yeah, celebrities.
A lot of actors, for example.
Mm. Even football players
Yes,
like
I know which
Julian
players
Brandt.
you mean.
Yeah,
From Borussia Dortmund.
yeah.
He's a big One Piece fan.
Hmm. But it's definitely making him more sympathetic.
Even though the club he's playing at is questionable.
The, the rivals of our favorite
Yes.
club. Um, yeah, back to the topic. My anime list is from 2021, so it's definitely before the hype came. I
I thought it was
think.
older.
I was watching anime since 2019 or 20.
I misunderstood.
My anime list was created in
Oh no, okay then.
2021.
Okay then, my bad. I thought it was older. Then I understood you correct. Really, that's really interesting.
So
Because
it was definitely before the hype started.
yes, because Mal is a topic I wanted to talk about as well in this episode. How important are ratings for you? You can use my anime list or any other site where you can rank or rate your animes.
Mm, so when I see some, oh, I don't look at the rating that much, to be honest. I don't really care about the rating.
I mean
When I,
the numbers rating, not the popularity rating. Because
yeah,
popularity rating is stupid.
you mean overall or the average
The
of
average. When you have a series
ratings.
which is 9.x out of 10, for example.
I don't look at that, to be honest. It doesn't really matter to me. I watch an anime when I want to watch an anime, and I don't like to look at the rating of the anime.
For me, for the anime side of things, I don't care about the ratings because of a certain community which invalidates all of the ratings.
Oh yeah.
So they are pointless. The one rating which is not pointless is Freeman because I think it's still at number one, or it was when I last checked. Even though those plebs didn't vote this show down, so they had some sense at least. But I think on the manga side, especially for the seinen, I think a high-rated seinen is most of the time good. Examples are Berserk, JoJo Part 7, Vagabond. Those are some of the highest rated seinen. All of them are good.
Mm,
At least the ones I read, so Vagabond and Berserk. JoJo's is on my list next year, Part 7.
okay. So you wrote something down in the script like inspiration. Can you explain what you meant with inspiration?
How to set up your manga collection, how to set up your, for example, PC setup where you watch anime. Have you seen some room tours of some nerds, otakus, weebs, however do you want to call them, when they have had their figurines where in which are 10 figures, when they have their wall scrolls, their posters, their mouse pads.
Mm.
Do you watch
See,
any of that stuff or it's just
um,
not relevant for you?
I don't usually have them in my algorithm, only a few. But sometimes I look at them and I think, wow, amazing how you set up your manga collection.
Nice flex, bro. Nice flex.
But I like to um, produce some reels when I produce them, and I get inspired by other YouTubers or
Content creators, yes.
yeah.
That's the other side of inspiration.
So if I see a good reel or short or TikTok, then I want to bring something of that into my own creation when I create a reel.
Yes, when you do something once a year, Kappa, you be more active. No, JK. In general, what makes a video good? Or let's say reels. What makes a reel, a short, or any short content good for you?
Oh, it's a hard question, to be honest. Um,
Title and thumbnail are important for me.
for me, the content of the video is important.
You need to click on the
And
video first. That's why those
if
other
you
two are important.
if you scroll through Instagram, then the video starts automatically, and you don't need a thumbnail.
Ah,
So basically, the first few seconds must be catching. So if
yes.
the first few seconds are catching, then I will look further into it and maybe even replay it.
Yes, I think if you recommend a manga, for example, you need a strong panel. You need to have some insane art or some good mystery. But
The
you want to
first,
continue looking.
the
Or a good
first, few
good
s-
waifu, obviously.
first few seconds, a good picture, a nice voice, and everything must be
Must be perfect,
perfect.
yes.
Must be good. Otherwise, I will just scroll further.
I think that's another negative side of social media about which we can talk if you don't have any other points relevant to this
Nope.
topic right now.
No, I don't.
The sheer mass of social media makes it hard to find some really good stuff.
Yeah, I
Because there
can.
can be a really good short, a really good video which just has 1,000 views and will never be on your recommended page and you can't find it. But it could
Mm,
be the best video that you've ever watched. But happens, you can't find it.
yeah,
You're just getting some garbage.
true. So I definitely check the description when I see a good anime, and then maybe I enter it to my watch list.
Yes, so
I
for
have a
me, I
few
put
that
it on my
I
watch list to buy if it's a manga.
I have a few that I saw through Instagram in my list on my anime list. Um, one thing that I will talk about deeply about it later is Oregairu.
It's your recommendation or your progress.
Yes.
I
I
watched it
saw
before him. I am the
I
hit guy, just saying.
I saw some reels on Instagram when Hickey was a Giga Chat when he was on the date and he said I want to watch another movie than her. So it was the reason why I added it to my list.
I have another point which is in contrast to what you said. You sometimes find it nice if you find an unpopular gem, for example.
Hmm.
For example, when you read a series and when you think yourself, oh, nobody knows it on social media. I have a pure gem for me, which nobody knows. It's my series.
Yeah,
Do you know this feeling?
I have some that aren't that popular.
It makes a series kind of special when you're basically the only
Mm,
person who likes it.
mm. I've completed Gleipnir last week, and I think
I've
let
read
me
only
check.
one of the manga and it was too edgy for me.
It's completely edgy. It only has 500,000 members, which isn't a lot. if we
Yes.
compare it to
The giga
the,
popular shows.
yeah, Chainsaw Man does have only 600,000 members.
Plus, that's something from the manga side. If you know the contents of a certain manga, for example, Chainsaw Man, Frieren, and any other popular anime, when you read the manga before the anime aired, and suddenly all the normies come to the anime and say that it's good, then you can say, "Ha, I know it before it was cool." It's also a satisfactory feeling.
Hmm.
In general, is it important for you that other people have the same opinion as you, or do you think it's better that you are not a normie?
I think it's better that I'm not a normie, that I'm.
Says a person who's Demon Slayer's favorite.
Dude, I was watching it before it was famous, okay.
You know that this needed to come.
Yeah, I know that. Um, Demon Slayer is something special.
Everyone has his own opinion. It's fine. But
Uh,
I know what you mean. I have the same thing with Chainsaw Man. So,
yeah, Chainsaw Man is mainstream now, so
yes.
yeah, I could say the same to you. But yeah, Demon Slayer,
Chainsaw Man didn't break any records.
yeah,
So,
unlike Demon Slayer.
yes. But the Chainsaw Man manga is actually good.
um,
And it's just in good faith and fun.
yeah, but I like to watch some gems that aren't really known to other
Yes.
weeps.
And
For
it's
example,
nice to get your opinion validated when your gems are getting popular at some time.
mm, for example, I watched some old school anime like Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, Neon Genesis.
I mean, those are not popular, but they are well rated, so
Yeah,
I think
that,
everybody knows Evangelion in our community.
yeah, yeah, everyone knows Evangelion, but
And
I
Bebop
think
as
only a
well for the
few have
music,
watched it.
but Trigun is, I think, relatively unknown.
Hmm. It came only because of the remake.
Yes.
It got some popularity because of that, but other than that, nobody, I mean, fewer people would have known it.
Plus, there's another thing I like when series are getting popular. It's the comment sections. Before I talk about that, are you a person who is commenting online, writing comments, arguing with people, or how's your approach in that regard?
Um, I don't like or comment on any
You're a silent
people.
watcher as
Oh,
me.
yeah, but I comment on our account to promote our views.
Yes,
Or
obviously,
sh-
that's
or-
something else.
yeah,
If somebody comments our stuff, then we are answering. Obviously. It's
definitely.
just polite. Or for
Mm,
example, if there's any discussion about the big three, for example, also One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, you bet that the comment section is a battlefield, and it's so entertaining to see all the idiots argue. It's
mm,
so funny,
yeah.
especially when power scaling is in the with the topic.
Mm, yeah.
It's
It's definitely ruthless.
in general, power scaling is a funny topic in social media,
Mm,
but we are making a pause.
yeah.
So about power scaling. I think power scaling is one of the dumbest things in social media. Yes,
Mm,
I think But let me get more concrete. Power scaling in your verse is fine. For example, if you think about it, can certain One Piece Yonko commander fight against an Admiral, for example? That's a fine topic to make. But when you think, who is stronger, Naruto or Luffy? It's complete horseshit to think about it.
Yeah.
There are
True.
two different universes with different rule sets. It's just dumb. Especially with Dragon Ball fans. I dislike about it because this character is strong, but can he beat Goku? Nobody gives a fuck about Goku. We didn't ask.
For
Just shut up.
real. Dragon Ball is the worst of the big three. I said it.
Dragon Ball is not in the big three. Dragon Ball is the father of the big three.
Yeah.
In general, fans who think that my series is the best because I have the strongest characters are just dumb.
Oh, sorry.
That's a good comment about it. That's how engaging and interesting power scaling between verses. Good one. Good one.
Yes. I'm really tired.
It was for comedic timing.
That too. It was completely planned by me, of course.
Yes, obviously. There's another topic which I like to talk about, which is more important for me than you, I think. It's video essays. I just like to watch some essays about some topic that's related to anime and manga. For example, I watched the video multiple times, which I recommended to you and you didn't watch, which is about fan service and the history of fan service. Yes, it sounds degenerate, but it's really interesting to watch how the history of fan service is, where it started and how it evolved. Or in general, you can watch a good video essay, which is an hour long documentary about the history of anime and manga. Those are good and interesting videos. Or you can watch really long theory for One Piece, for example.
Hmm.
You have watched some long One Piece theories that are basically video essays
Yeah, yeah.
where somebody is talking like half an hour about a theory. So, then for the conclusion, I think we should talk again about what makes interesting content on social media.
Mm.
We talked about it briefly, but I think we should talk about our perspective as well. I think that would be an interesting conclusion
True that. Yeah, definitely.
because we are making our podcast episodes just for fun and recording
Hmm.
them. So we are just two guys talking about anime and manga.
Hmm.
And I think it's interesting because we have two interesting perspectives.
Yeah, we have some different views. One is is reading
Manga?
manga, and the other one is looking at anime
Yes.
mostly.
So
So,
we consume at times the same story but in a different medium.
hmm.
So that's, for example, an interesting topping point, which is getting a whole episode at some point. Plus, one person is enjoying his long essays, his long written and formulated videos, and the other guy is just zooming on his toilet and he's taking a dump and he's scrolling through
Hmm.
TikTok. But that's another strength of social media. There is content for everyone.
So for me, social media is a good medium to find uh, good new anime
Yes.
that will come out next season or something. Cause I watch Gigak. He makes good videos about
He
new
made a video
upcoming.
about Witchet Hill, yeah? Where I said before the video was released that it's going to be the best anime of the year, just saying. Of the next year.
I didn't watch any videos of him.
You mean all of the videos?
No, I don't watch all of his videos.
It's a video where he made of Big Free Fantasy, where Freeman was as well, a show which you did like.
I haven't watched
Somehow.
this video. Yeah, it's definitely good to see what will come animation wise in the
Plus, we
next few.
have a lot of perspectives.
Mm. But what comes bad is spoilers, which is really big in social media. It's really annoying.
Spoilers suck. And the fan base of some
Mm.
series suck as well.
And manga spoilers are very annoying with that.
Undodgeable manga spoilers, yes. Nobody likes those.
No, I meant manga readers who
spoil this.
spoil anime watchers only.
Yes. For
So
example,
they feel superior.
yes. I know, for example, with Chainsaw Man, when I watch it with my colleagues or with my friends, or let's not take Chainsaw Man, let's take Oshinoko. It's a great example. I wanted to watch Oshinoko with my friends because you know what happens in episode 1. I wanted to see their reaction. So I said, let's watch this episode. It's a 90-minute movie. It's going to be really wild. So they would know nothing and I would have fun seeing their reactions. But there are other people who just say, oh, it's so great because certain things happen. They are spoiling everything and taking all the fun away.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks when people do this.
True.
Just don't spoil people and hype them up and say because, oh, it's good. There are going to be some plot twists. There's going to be nice. You have a nice reaction. Blah blah blah.
Don't spoil them
Don't say the thing.
Unless they want to know the spoilers.
Yes. Especially when you're making a review, for example. When you read volume 1 of a manga, you need to talk about a certain part of the manga. But don't review the whole first volume. Just talk about chapter 1. Because if I know the whole content of volume 1, then I'm not going to buy volume 1 because you spoiled everything for me.
True.
It's a hard line to how do I formulate it? It's hard to know how much you can spoil and how much you not want to spoil. For example, in my recent short about Vinland Saga, for me it was important to say when the story changes, but I made a spoiler warning in this short because it's still a big spoiler. So, do you have anything else for social media or for our conclusion in social media?
Yeah, as I said, I don't like spoilers.
I have maybe one last thing.
But I like edits. Good edits with good sounds.
Manga trailers are really nice, where you are kind of animating the manga panels.
Yeah, that's nice.
Those are cool.
But other than that, I don't watch edits so much.
Yes. Another thing which I don't like are AMVs. AMVs suck balls.
AMVs?
AMVs.
Yeah.
Those are things of the past.
I think they are kind of cringe, to be honest.
Yes. They were cool 20 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know why you should watch AMVs.
You have a fight which is looking cool, and then you have a random song which has nothing to do with the fight playing in the background.
Yeah.
Why? But the point which I wanted to ask you is about thumbnails. What makes in titles? What makes a good thumbnail and title for you?
It should get my attention definitely. So it should be very promising.
Yes.
The title shouldn't spoil the video that much,
And I
but it.
think in the title there should not be maybe the name of the series. Because for example, when you are showing a really cool manga panel and when the title is Berserk, then yes, it's a Berserk video. Okay. But you should watch the video to find out what is the video about.
Hmm.
That is more interesting for me.
So the title should have
The title should be
mm,
very general.
yeah, it should only say what's gonna happen in the video and not more.
Yes. But there are exceptions. I think when you are presenting, for example, a manga edition like an art book or a deluxe edition, then of course you can name drop a title.
Hmm.
But for example, when you make a video, when you arguing about what is the best animation in anime or what is the best art in manga, then your title should not be, oh, what is the best animation in, it's Demon Slayer, or Berserk has the best manga art. No, that's lame. Let the people
Hmm.
watch your video and find out. And then you can make arguments why Demon Slayer or Berserk are best in their respective media.
Sure.
So I think that's it for me. I've talked about everything on my list. Do you have anything
Uh,
else?
no, I don't have anything to add to that. We talked about everything almost, or we
Then
talked about everything.
recommendations and progress. I would like to
Uh,
start with my progress because I made a reread.
hmm.
It's
And
Grand Blue Dreaming, the best comedy manga. It's also the best comedy manga on my anime list in the manga
hmm.
section, rated at 9 point something. It's the ninth best manga on the site. It's just the funniest manga. It's a crime that you have not watched the anime. So, how's your progress?
My progress, I've talked in the episode about it, is Oregairu, which I finished in almost 4 or 5 days. I'm now at season 3, episode 5.
Don't spoil me. I just want watch the first two episodes.
So I've
2 seasons. My bad.
I I started only 3 days ago with watching Oregairu, and now I am at season 3, episode 5.
It's a really good
So
show. Good room.
I've binged a lot, and my recommendation
Before you
for
recommend something, who's your favorite wife in the show? Important question.
you mean in Oregairu?
Yes, correct.
It's mm, Ishiki.
I see.
What about you?
I I like Yui Gahama because she's just a nice girl. But I like
Hmm.
Iroha as well, but I need to see more of her. So I don't have a definite favorite until I finished it.
But for me, I
Plus I like the
think,
sensei. The sensei is really cool as well.
yeah, for me, I
Obviously.
think Yokinoshita is gonna win because of reasons.
I like
Season
Yukinoshita
3
as well,
makes,
but not because her character is good, but because her synergy with Hikigaya is so good.
mm,
So that's why I can't rate her as my favorite, but why I can enjoy her because he has good
But-
synergy with the other characters.
What I've seen so far from season 3, it's almost clear as night that he's gonna win.
So then, what's your recommendation before I interrupted you?
To be honest, I forgot it.
And
Wait. I'm
never mind.
I'm going to recommend you to Danmachi season 5, which is gonna air next season,
Then
which we'll
much.
talk in another
I'm,
episode later.
it's also getting it, aber sie ist 3 seasons behind on that. Oh, yeah. My recommendation is kind of cheating. Or are you not finished?
I'm finished now. We will talk
Okay.
about it in another episode.
Yes. I'm going to recommend to you a new Big 3, where I shamelessly going to steal Gigax video. It's the new Big 3 of fantasy. But I recommended Witchet Italia and Frieren before the video aired, so I'm still good. Right now there are 3 good fantasy manga and soon to be anime, which are Delicious in Dungeon, Danmachi, not Danmachi, Dungeon Meshi, Witchet Italia and Frieren. So if you
Dungeon
want
Meshi.
Dungeon Meshi, yes.
Ew.
Ew!
It's so boring. Didn't have fun when I watched it.
There is no action, yes, I know. That's why it's a good high fantasy anime. It's
I
the
was
fantasy element is in the center. If you've played D&D, you will love this show.
Yeah, but it's definitely boring as fuck for me.
You're a zoomer. If there's no action, then it's boring. Traditional fantasy is not something for you. You'll find Lord of Rings boring as well.
Hmm.
You will be the guy who watched part 3 like I was as a kid. Battle scene, hype. Throw scene, skip until the next battle scene. And then you've watched only a third of the movie. So, what I want to say to the conclusion, there's a resurgence of fantasy animes, and it's good. It's a good time to be alive that there are so many high fantasy shows.
Perfect.
I
So
think that's it for this episode.
that was my line that I wanted to say, but you said it.
I was faster.
True. So we thank you all for listening to this episode.
Yes, as always.
We hope
Yes.
to see you next time in our next episode,
Yes.
which will be about.
A preview is needed, indeed.
But I think the preview is in 3 weeks from now.
No, a preview for the next episode is needed.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. What will we do next week?
I think we will talk about. Today we had the anime community in terms of social media, and I think we'll make a kind of follow up where we will talk about the anime community in general. We'll talk about fandoms, about conventions because we are going to a convention on the weekend. About
Yeah.
fandoms that we like, we don't like.
So if you listen to this podcast, we may be on this convention right now.
Yes.
So we hope you stay tuned for the next episode.
Yes. Have a nice day, morning,
Or
afternoon, after night, correct? Whatever time of the day it is.
night. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.